Good evening, and thank you for joining me here. I am the moderate conservative, or the Maddie Man. Just make sure you call me for dinner. I have very little on my mind tonight. It's been, in my estimation, an easy news day today. The CDC is ramping up their mask mandate again, and this time they're extending it to people who have already been vaccinated. I will say this, I have been vaccinated. Please don't turn the show off. I've covered it a couple episodes. I became vaccinated because people in general are annoying. And because they're annoying, I have very low tolerance for that. And if a shot can make a lot of people leave me alone, even if I get a little sick with it, I'm still going to take the shot. A lot of people haven't. We have roughly about half of the United States right now vaccinated. The lowest demographic of vaccinated people tends to be the African American population right now. I would hate to make a profit out of Joe Biden. Let's not do that. It is extremely rude the way he talks. It's disenfranchising, but it's okay because Joe Biden said it. If Donald Trump had said, we're going to disperse a whole bunch of people here because, as we all know, black people have a hard time using the internet and have very little access to computers, oh my goodness, the meltdown in mainstream media would have been absolute, final, and it would have been viral, and it would have been industry-wide. But Joe Biden said it. So, no big deal, no harm, no foul. If you haven't gotten your shot yet, do get your shot if you can. Now, if you can't, then you can't. I will not judge you. It is going to be a mandate, whether you like it or don't like it. I don't like it, but I went ahead and got the shot anyway. Just go ahead and do it. Don't worry about the peer pressure. Don't worry about anything else. Another thing I would definitely look into is, and this is a smooth transition here too, I would look into a firearm. Why? Because I have a feeling in the next 3 or 4 years, firearms are going to definitely be necessary to defend your right to be you. If you don't believe me, look around. Look at where you're at. Look at where things are going. And you decide that if you can handle all that on your own. I'm 50 years old. I'm too old to have fights with strangers. I'm too old for people to be busting in my door. I have a firearm. I'm not gonna lie. Doesn't mean I don't have to work out, but it definitely means that I don't have to worry about being overrun by at least more than 6 people. I'm old school. I don't agree with the mandate. There are a lot of reasons I don't agree with the mandate. Because I said before, back in the day, Obama said, I have a pen and a phone. Liberals went nuts, like, that's my president right there. That's the guy. Pen and a phone. Yeah. Well, then Obama was not in office, and Trump was. And he had a pen and a phone. Liberals were like, oh my God, I can't believe he's writing so many executive orders. He wasn't, but you know, hey. 6 one way, half a dozen the other. For that reason, I am also not cool with mandates. I'm not cool with mandates because a mandate on something you like can easily become a mandate on something you don't like. Because remember, right now, we've offered $1 million lottery, free donuts, free beer, free food, $100, $25 to somebody to drive you. I mean, we've got all this out here, all this incentive, and we can't get everyone to jump on board. If money doesn't do it, they're obviously not interested. So to make them do something they're not interested in, one of these days, someone's going to be in office that wants you to do something you are not interested in. And you're going to go, well, what about my civil rights? What about my constitutional rights? What about them? You're giving them up right now. You don't realize it, but you are. That said, I believe everyone should have the shot, because I don't want to go through this misery by myself, really. But I think everyone should have the shot just to protect yourself. Forget about everybody else. They don't matter. Because if their shot works, what do you care? If your shot works, what do they care? I'm not going to judge you either way. Moving right along, I just read that women bested men in the medal count by an egregiously large amount. Then I also read, well, for the first time ever. No. Women have been out-medaling men for a while. There's just never been a platform to talk about it. Now, they don't out-medal them crazy much, but there are a lot of sports women do better than men. Congratulations to all of our Olympians, especially the ones that didn't take a knee and didn't turn their back on the flag. Congratulations to you. Thank you for what you did. Even though most of you probably didn't agree with it, thank you for going along with it. That's what being an American is all about. There's a lot of things I don't agree with, but I go along with it. On our next episode, I'm going to have an extremely long one to discuss former Governor Cuomo and his indiscretions and what that has actually done for the Me Too movement and what it's actually done to men's civil rights altogether. Not going to be extremely heavy, but it is going to be extremely deep. I would invite you to take a look. And once again, shout out to all our partners out there. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. I love shares. I love subscriptions. I love your comments. I don't care. You can talk to me any way you want to. I don't get offended. That will conclude this episode of The Moderate Conservative. Once again, I am the Matty Man, or the Moderate Conservative, and I would like to say good night, America, wherever you are.